Should you buy FALINKS? In this video, I want to talk about this Pokemon a tiny bit more, and I also want to explain how to buy it, and again, answer the question if you should be buying FALINKS or not. First, how do you buy this Pokemon? It's currently not available in the shop. It has its own mini battle pass, similar to the Mimikyu holo where we had a few weeks ago, a few days ago. I don't think it has been too long. It can only be bought right now through that event. Might be firstly like, wow, they're so greedy again. And this is another just a scam or something by Timmy. But in the end, it's actually one of the highest value things you can actually buy for a new release Pokemon. I don't know, a lot of people expected FALINKS to be free for some reason. Instead, again, it's on this pass. And you buy it for like 275 gems or something. And you can level it up over a few days. But you can also just get to like a lot already on the first day. And then buy like additional 200 gems and levels. Or 100, not even a lot, to actually completely unlock the Pokemon much earlier on, while also getting Eos coins, getting item enhancers, getting like even those two things that give you emblems, right? Those boost tanks or emblems is already worth 400 gems. So you're pretty much just buying items with a bonus FALINKS on top of it. I know I don't want to necessarily sell out for Timmy too much, but I think it's one of the more reasonable ways they have released a Pokemon, honestly. They will always try, I mean, they have to make money at some point, right? Miraidon was free, Muscarada was free, and the game still has to make money in some ways. But I think this one is actually quite reasonable, and I wouldn't mind them, doing something like this if we also get more things on top of it. If you just want to play, you can also just get it for 275 gems or whatever the price is. I'm not quite sure right now. And you can also just play for, I think, 7 to 8 days, and you're still going to unlock FALINKS by just playing the game. So yeah, but if you want to, just buy it for like 300 to 400 gems, just buy that, do all the challenges, play for 1 or 2 days, and then you can just, get it much cheaper. So you can buy levels there. And I assume it's also going to be available for Eos coins, of course, in the future. And right now, would you also buy it for Eos coins, maybe? I think FALINKS is one of my favorite releases that we had recently. I think it's very fun. It has clear counterplay. Sometimes it seems a bit too broken. Sometimes also it gets countered quite hard. You should not first pick this Pokemon. I have a video coming out later today as well that will showcase why you probably should not first pick FALINKS in a draft whatsoever. But doesn't matter what, it's such a fun Pokemon. Again, it has multiple viable builds, right? I've pretty much played everything so far. No Retreat Megahorn, I think, is by far the best one. It just does so much damage, and No Retreat makes FALINKS very tanky. So it just takes reduced damage from the direction like you're looking at pretty much. And your troopers also kind of block a lot of damage at the same time. And then Megahorn just does a lot of damage. After using Megahorn, you get a boost auto attack, and this boost auto attack completely resets Megahorn, as you can see. And then you also get a shield. You can see the Mew boost auto attack barely did any damage because I was looking in its direction. You can always change the direction with Megahorn, but you gotta be careful because from the back, of course, you're a bit exposed now. You can take a lot of damage. So yeah, this Pokemon is quite interesting, definitely. And then my second favorite build, or actually the most fun I had though, was Iron Head together with also called Beat Up. I think that build is very fun, very fluent. It has a lot of dashes. So if you just like all-rounders, maybe like Serena or Azumarill, something that has a lot of mobility, but also still dealing a lot of damage, then I think FALINKS you're gonna enjoy quite a lot. No Retreat Megahorn can maybe sometimes look a bit like boring and clunky, but just how much damage it does is quite satisfying. You can just rip through objectives as well, as you can see, because every boost out tech resets our Megahorn. So we do a lot of damage very fast. What I think is actually the worst part about FALINKS is its Unite move. Often you just kind of die. It's kind of similar to Aegislash in this build. If you go into Unite move, you just take so much damage suddenly that you just go down, while also not dealing like a lot of damage back at the same time. So I really can't recommend Unite moving too much. What I've been doing in my games is I just use my Unite move on objectives to do them very fast. And that's something you can do, definitely. So you just spin around. You have to go anti-clockwise, if I remember correctly. Anti-clockwise. And then you do a lot of damage, and you can almost, one-shot a Reggie. I've done this before, and you can take objectives down very fast. Same for Rayquaza, but losing it in team fights, right here, maybe like for a small sheet or something, it's fine. Actually, this Unite actually got quite good value, but it's very rare. Like, I feel like only every, 1 out of 20 Unite moves, actually, I feel like gets value. Often when I use it in team fights, I just went down, because I'm going out of my No Retreat formation, which I kind of don't want to, because I take reduced damage in this form, right? And my Megahorns also just do more damage and give me more sustain. Like, the Unite move only does damage. You can't cast anything while you're in there, compared to, like, Azumarill Whirlpool. You can still cast your other abilities, right? Once you do Unite move, you can't do anything. You're just stuck in this, and you're spinning around, and you try to do damage. but you also just take a lot of damage back. So be careful, trying to unite move, and yeah. So this build is right here. I mean, it does so much leverage damage. Up so right here, I actually messed up going to the front. Also, all of these individual like troopers have their own hitbox. So sometimes I saw one of my troopers getting mean looked. So you gotta be very careful playing against FALINKS as well, especially with point and click. But you can see how tanky I am. Just in my retreat, okay, they're kind of under-leveled, of course, but I'm just so tanky in my no retreat from even going in right here. I'm doing a Mega Horn, boost auto attack, can do another Mega Horn. I would say, again, every time we hit it, we get a nice shield, so we can keep sustaining. Another shield, try to go for basic attack. Another Mega Horn. You can see I can't do anything right now. If you have a healer as well, which I had in this game, of course, right, with the Blissey, then we can't do anything. You're just standing there, you're so tanky, and you just can tank the enemies for days. Also, hindrance resistance, one Mega Horn, which allows you, just like you saw there, to maybe dodge a surf. So definitely, like, if you enjoy Rounders, I can recommend buying it. Again, it has some very harsh counters though, which you will see again in the video, like in 3 hours or something. I have another video coming out where you can see that FALINKS is not always a free win, and you should still be careful picking it, especially again in draft. Besides that, yeah, I had so much fun playing it yesterday. Again, I would rate this release probably like a 9 out of 10, just because, of course, it felt kind of overpowered as well in these scenarios. Like right here, this game, it felt absolutely overpowered, right? I feel like it also still had clear counterplay. But I mean, you can see just 2 Mega Horns, Clefable goes down, and I can just stay here and tank everything. So this with like a Comfey, I think it's going to be very painful. But I mean, I feel like Comfey makes every Pokemon, you know, kind of painful to deal with. So it's not really an exception. Any no rounder that's kind of a bit too strong, amplified by a Comfey, it's often a tiny bit too much. So, but I haven't really seen a FALINKS Comfey yet, luckily. I haven't run into it yet. Neither has anyone played Comfey for me, which I'm happy about, because I don't want Comfeys in my team either. It just feels so cringe. Like, I hate Comfeys. it's so annoying. Of course, it makes you sometimes feel like a god, but it just doesn't feel fun, because it feels so unfair for it to be the case. So yeah. Besides that, again, this bit I think is the best. The second best, I would say, is probably Iron Head. And yes, well, if I get one more Mega Horn, I would have been so close, but I barely got stunned out of it. The second best, probably Iron Head, together with Beat Up, and then maybe No Retreat. I mean, No Retreat and Iron Head is quite okay into very like melee heavy teams. It makes you quite tanky. You can basic attack while moving, and then Beat Up Mega Horn is not too bad either. It does a lot of burst damage, but I think that was probably my least favorite one. So definitely, I would recommend No Retreat Mega Horn. In this build, I played Attack Weight Weakness Policy. For third item, you can go either Razor Claw, you can go Focus Band, you can go Resonant Guard, and then for the Beat Up and Iron Head build, I would definitely recommend Muscle Band, Rapid Fire Scarf, Scope Lens, and attack-based build, because your troopers can crit. They also can proc attack speed items. You don't have to stack in it at all. You just basic attack a lot. You jump around, stun with Iron Head, and just do a lot of damage. So let me know in the comments if you considered it. And let me know also if you think this deal is bad, like the FALINKS, you know, event pass is actually a bad thing. Because I think it's good. Again, I'm surprised people thought that FALINKS might be free. We just got like 2 free Pokemon as well, like Muscada and Miraidon, they're free. So I really didn't expect another free Pokemon, especially with like having a 2-month pause now between releases. Seems kind of weird to get another free Pokemon. I mean, at some point they have to make money, right? Like, do more stuff as well. So I think this is a good way of maybe releasing a Pokemon. Again, you get a bunch of stuff pretty much on top of FALINKS. So I do think it's worth it. And again, you can still make it cheaper too. So again, you buy the pass, you do all the challenge missions you get. You already get up to like 1,200 in one single day. And if you can also wait just 7 more days or something to fully unlock it. Or you can also just spend like another 100 to 200 gems to fully unlock the Pokemon. For me, it was a bit more expensive because I just instantly bought it, right? So it was, I was like around how many gems? Like 600 or something. But in the end, you know, it was still definitely worth it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you're going to buy it. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel.